Bro, the way that Ben the chimpanzee kills people, it's... Bro. What's up guys, my name is Shanchita and I just want to remind you, your Shanti lies within. Guys, today I want to talk about a movie that I just recently watched. I watched it a few days ago and you might have seen the trailer. It's called Primate. Now let me tell you something. Ever since I was a kid, bro, I have been a fan of monkeys. My mother actually used to call me Bandor Bhaiya, which in basically that's like a combination of Bengali as well as Hindi, and it basically means monkey brother or brother monkey, because I literally look like a monkey growing up, and I used to like climb on walls. I used to freaking take wigs off mannequins in grocery stores, or sorry, not grocery stores, in malls. Are there any mannequins in grocery stores? I don't even know why the fuck I said that. I have always been a fan of monkeys, to the point where I actually had a Curious George toy as well growing up, and it was like a toy but also like a backpack with a zipper on the back side. It was so cool. So when this movie came out, I was like, shit bro, I have to watch this. Gorillas? There's gorillas in this movie? Fucking sign me up. But I had very, very high hopes for this movie. I thought it would be like an inspirational tale, kind of like Planet of the Apes. A beautiful, you know, story about humans and monkeys and just coming together and creating a beautiful new civilization together. That's what I thought. यार, मैं इतना गलत था कि मैं आपको क्या बताऊं. ये मूवी बहुत ही scary है भाई. Scary तो है, लेकिन also थोड़ा सा sad भी है यार. Basically, it starts off with this girl named Lucy, and Lucy has this pet chimpanzee, you know, throughout her childhood years, and that chimpanzee's name is Ben. And many years have passed. Obviously, Lucy is a young adult now, and Lucy decides to have this vacation in this, I want to almost say it's like this vacation spot on an island somewhere. Literally, there's like nothing in that island besides like a huge fucking jungle. Right, if you step outside in the balcony of that resort, all you can see is water because that resort is on top of a cliff. Okay, so it feels like they are having a vacation on an abandoned island with a chimpanzee that loses his fucking marbles. This chimpanzee gets rabies. Okay, so when the movie starts off, you see this chimpanzee, you know, playing with Lucy. Lucy's friends are also there in this resort. So they're all just playing together. They're having a wonderful time together. And there's this iPad-like device that Ben uses to communicate. So whenever Ben is hungry, Ben just presses like a word on this device like, Ben, hungry. Ben, Lucy, love. And then eventually this turns into Ben, Lucy, dead. 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 Oh my gosh, bro, it's fucking scary. It's just heartbreaking to see this chimpanzee, this beloved chimpanzee who is just going through something on a physical level that it cannot communicate to other people, right? It's frustrated and it is aggressive, and you can bet your ass it starts killing people. It kills a lot of people actually in the resort. And when the movie starts off, there's this message about hydrophobia, about how hydrophobia is basically an incurable disease. I don't know if they mentioned this fact about hydrophobia. I will tell you, when hydrophobia happens and you come in contact with water or you come close to water, your muscles, the muscles in your throat, they go through violent spasms. Okay, so it's quite painful. It's not just a mental psychological thing where you look at water and you're like, oh my gosh, water, get away. You know, you're afraid of water because you have these painful neurological muscular spasms in your body. And then the message on the opening credits, it highlights the word rabies. It says hydrophobia is also known as rabies. So I never knew that. For some reason, I just never had the freaking slightest idea of what hydrophobia is. I say, as I am about to drink some water right now. Bro, the way that Ben, the chimpanzee, kills people, bro, he is savage. Like, there's a scene where Ben literally shakes Lucy's hand, okay? And this happens after Ben kills like 3 or 4 different people, right? But for a moment, it seems like Ben has kind of relaxed a little bit. He recognizes Lucy, you know, his original owner who spends so much time with him and everything. So he tries to hold Lucy's hand, and Lucy's like, "Oh, Ben is finally coming back. Thank you, Ben. I knew you were in there." And she puts her hand in Ben's hand. Initially, he's very peaceful and everything. And then suddenly he crushes her hand and starts attacking the fuck out of her, bro. It's crazy. Then there's another scene. Man, I don't want to give too much of the story away, but there's these group of guys that sort of tried to like riz Lucy and her friends, and they kind of met Lucy and her friends at a bar or something. So before Ben goes crazy, one of Lucy's friend kind of dares Lucy to call these guys over to the resort so they can all just kind of hook up and have fun, right? And then finally, after Ben goes crazy, these guys arrive at the resort and they enter into the resort. They don't know where anyone is. They're like, "What's going on? Where is everyone? Where are the girls?" They don't know that half the girls are already dead, thanks to Ben. And then one of the guys, he basically goes into this room and he's like, "Yo, are you in here, Lucy? Are you in here?" You know? And he lays on this bed. That's when Ben approaches this dude. Ben basically puts his 2 fingers in this dude's mouth and rips his jaw apart. You know, he just takes that jaw piece and he plays around with it like a toy. Like, "Oh, look, this is a toy. It doesn't even fit my mouth. Ew." It's weird. And this is not the only time where Ben expresses this cruel, sadistic happiness as he's assaulting the different people at the resort. There's this one scene where one of Lucy's friends, not one of the dudes that Lucy wanted to hook up with or anything, but one of Lucy's friends who was originally there at the resort while this was happening, he basically tries to fight Ben and push Ben off the balcony so he, you know, falls down. But unfortunately, Ben manages to throw this guy off and he just completely throws him down. The guy goes falling down from this cliff and he basically lands on his head. So like, imagine this is the cliff, this is the top of the cliff, this is the dude. It goes on his head. He crashes on his fucking head. Like, shit, dude. Oh my gosh, there's just so many brutal scenes like this, bro. And on one hand, you're like, man, how are they gonna fucking take this ape down? You know, he's so muscular, he's gigantic, but he needs to be stopped. But at the same time, you feel bad because he's in pain. You know what I'm saying? He has rabies, and rabies is gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's incurable. So it must be painful. And that's why he's reacting so aggressively. And that actually made me think, I feel like when people are physically, like, let's say you go to work and you have a headache, you know? If you have a headache, bro, you are going to be very moody. You know, you're going to lose your temper. You might yell at people. You might become frustrated. It's going to be hard for you to be patient. All of these things are going to happen because there's a pain in your head. So it's not like you're trying to be an asshole to your coworkers or you're trying to sort of get fired because you fucking hate your boss. Although you might actually fucking hate your boss, I don't know. But it's you know, it's actually none of that. It's the fact of the matter is that you have this pain, you have a headache. And this pain is impacting your ability to sort of live life and conduct your day-to-day activities. So that's why you feel so stressed out. It's because you're a human being living on this earth with a body that is mortal, a body that is subject to pain. And that was the main recurring theme of this. Well, there's many different themes actually, but I feel like this was one of the biggest themes of this movie. physical pain can truly push people into not just people, it can also affect animals, and it can also cause animals to become very, very aggressive and cause harm to others because they are feeling harmed in their own bodies. As horrifying as this movie was, I cannot help but give my respect and give my salute to the director, who I believe his name is Johannes Roberts. It was a captivating story. The ape was actually childhood friends with Lucy, so it's a very heartbreaking tale. Thankfully, the ending is justified. I'm not going to reveal the ending to you. Please, if you have time, go to the movie theater, buy a movie ticket and watch this movie. If you want to watch it in the night time, मैं बस आपको warning दे रहा हूँ कि आप बहुत frightened feel कर सकते हो, ठीक है? अगर आप रात में देखोगे तो बहुत ही frightened feel कर सकते हो. ये movie का जो story है वो बहुत ही heavy है और बहुत ही dark है. Just a word of caution to you guys. Personally, I'm giving this movie a solid 8 out of 10. I don't usually watch horror movies. I prefer not to. I enjoy watching thriller movies. I love action movies like, the Mission Impossible movies. But I am a little biased because I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise. So whatever Tom Cruise releases, I'm probably going to check out anyways. But I love a lot of drama films also. I love comedy, would have to be my number one genre. I love comedy films, especially Man vs. Baby. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys, I might have to make a review on Man vs. Baby. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. The perfect Christmas treat, for real. Those are my preferred genres. I usually don't watch horror, but the story was very, very interesting. So I just had to check this movie out. Definitely recommend it. I wish you guys a very, very amazing weekend ahead or week. I don't know when this video is going to come out. I'm going to try to edit this as soon as possible. This is some water over here. No offense to my folks who are suffering from hydrophobia. And I've been talking non-stop because I'm a yapper. TK, I'm a chatty patty. Why did I say TK like an NRI? Lekin mera naam hai Cheetah. And I thank you for watching this review. Peace. And remember, your Shanti lies within. Cheers, guys.